Christiana called at the gate and entered with all the ceremonies of joy that her husband Christian had experienced before her. At her departure, her children wept, but Great Heart and Valiant for Truth celebrated with joy on a well-tuned cymbal and harp. In this way, they all departed to their respective places. After some time, another message was delivered to the town again, and this time the messenger's business was with Mr. Ready to Halt. The messenger inquired about him and said, "I have come from him whom you have loved and followed, though upon crutches. My message is to tell you that he expects you at his table to eat with him in his kingdom the day after Easter. Therefore, prepare for this journey." He also gave him a token to show he was a true messenger, saying, "I have broken your golden bowl and loosed your silver cord. Remember him before the silver cord is broken and the golden bowl is crushed. The pitcher by the well is shattered and the wheel at the cistern is crushed." Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 6. After this, Mr. Ready to Halt called for his fellow pilgrims and said, "I have been sent for, and God shall surely visit you also." So he asked Valiant for Truth to make his will, and because he had nothing to leave those who survived him except his crutches and his good wishes, he said, "These crutches I leave to my son, so that he shall walk in my steps, and along with them I leave 100 warm wishes, that he may prove better than I have been." Then he thanked Great Heart for his conduct and kindness, and then focused on his journey. When he came to the brink of the river, he said, "Now I shall have no more need of these crutches, since across the river chariots and horses await for me to ride upon." The last words he was heard to say were, "Welcome, life." And with this he went his way. After this, Mr. Feeble-mind had news delivered when the messenger showed up at his chamber door. He came in and said, "I have come to tell you that your master has need of you, and that in a very short time you must behold his face in brightness. Take this as a token of the truth of my message. Those who look through windows grow dim." Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. Then Mr. Feeble-mind called for his friends and told them about the message, what he was supposed to do, and about the token he had received regarding the truth of the message. Then he said, "Since I have nothing to leave to anyone, what purpose is there for me to make a will? As for my feeble mind, that I will leave behind me, for that I shall certainly have no need of in the place where I am going, nor is it worth presenting to the poorest pilgrims. Therefore, when I am gone, I desire that you, Valiant for Truth, would bury it in a dunghill." The day arrived on which he was to depart, and he entered the river just like those before him. His last words were, "Hold out faith and patience." So he went over to the other side. Eventually, in the days after, many of the pilgrims had passed away. Mr. Despondency was sent for, because a message had arrived for him. It said, "Trembling man, you are summoned to be ready with the king by the next Lord's Day, to shout for joy for your deliverance from all your doubts." The message also said, "And as proof that my message is true, I give him a grasshopper to be a burden unto him." Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 5. Now, when Mr. Despondency's daughter, whose name was Much Afraid, heard what happened, she said she would go with her father. Mr. Despondency said to his friends, "You know how my daughter and I have acted, and how difficult and problematic we have been for all of you. My will and my daughter's are that our depression and mindless fears would not be passed on to anyone when we leave. For I know that after my death, these evils will offer themselves to others. Let me make it clear. These are remnants of behaviors we entertained when we first began to be pilgrims, and after that we were never able to shake free of them. After we depart, they will walk about like ghosts, seeking to entertain the thoughts of pilgrims. For our sakes, don't let them do it. Instead, shut the doors on them." When the time came for them to depart, they went up to the brink of the river. The last words of Mr. Despondency were, "Farewell, night. Welcome, day." His daughter went through the river singing, but no one could understand her words. Then after some time, another messenger arrived in the town, asking for Mr. Honest. He came to the house where Honest lived and delivered this message: "You are commanded to be ready in 7 days, to present yourself before your Lord at his Father's house. And for proof that my message is true, I deliver this token. All the daughters of song will sing softly." Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 4. Once he received the news, Mr. Honest called for his friends and said, "I am about to die, but shall make no will. As for my honesty, it shall go with me. Let any who live after I am gone be told of this." When the day of his departure arrived, he prepared to cross over the river. At that time, the river overflowed its banks in some places, but Mr. Honest, in his lifetime, had spoken to one good conscience to meet him there, and there he was ready to lend him his hand, and he helped him over. The last words of Mr. Honest were, "Grace reigns." And in this way he left the world. After this, it was widely announced that Valiant for Truth received a summons by the hand of the same messenger. He also received a token that the summons was true, that his pitcher was broken at the fountain. Remember him before the silver cord is broken, and the golden bowl is crushed. The pitcher by the well is shattered, and the wheel at the cistern is crushed. Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 6. When Valiant for Truth understood the message was true, he called for his friends. He let them know he had received a summons. "I am going to my father's. Even though I arrived here with great difficulty, I don't regret any of the trouble I had to live through to get here."